assuming the internet's correct about who the person is. Some people love being private. Where are y'all at with it?
The internet don't know a goddamn thing. Let's start there. I like being private. I think it ain't really nobody's business. Like, listen to the music and you'll know what you need to know.
Was it hard to write these songs about your personal love life?
When other people in the studio, yeah, because I get to feeling like a simp, and I'm so not a simp.
I'm the wrong bitch to hate on, because I try to prove everybody wrong. So if you don't want to see me win, you should probably fake act like a fan. Because if I see that hate comment, I'm going to try to make your ass eat your words.
You're going to go harder?
I'm going to go harder.
Do you yourself see yourself getting married?
Yeah, for sure. Lots of kids. I won't be rapping by then, so I can be like full-time mom and like have a garden in the back and like chickens and cows and horses and like 10 dogs. That's really in Jamaica.
Big Latto just dropped one of the most heartfelt videos you're going to see from any rapper this year. And it wasn't a music video. It wasn't a diss track. It was a pregnancy announcement, except she waited until after the baby arrived to show us all of it at once. The video that hit her Instagram page was basically a mini documentary of her entire pregnancy journey from start to finish. She's telling her parents, telling her sister, showing their reactions in real time. The joy, the shock, the tears. And at the end of the video, you can actually hear her giving birth in the hospital. The whole timeline compressed into one emotional piece of content. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it because it hits different. Now, for those of us who had been paying attention, the clues were already there. A week before the official announcement, Latto dropped a Mother's Day video apologizing for missing her foundation's first annual Big Mama Day event. She said she was a little caught up and wanted to send her love. Sweet video. But if you listened closely at the end, you could hear a baby in the background. The internet caught it almost immediately. People were already saying she had the baby. Turns out they were right. She gave birth at 37 weeks. Came a little early, but healthy. And the first thing she said publicly after that was basically, "I am not leaving this house unless you're writing $1 million check." She said it in her video before the birth, too. "This will probably be the last video I make. I never want to leave when my baby gets here." And from everything she's shown us since, she meant every word of that. Now let's talk about the baby shower drama, because the internet really tried it. Before Latto made the official announcement, her dad posted a couple of short clips from the baby shower. You could see Latto in the videos, looking beautiful, celebrating. But people immediately noticed that 21 Savage was not visible in any of those clips. 2 15-second clips, no 21, and the internet took that and sprinted with it. The narrative that spread was that 21 Savage had skipped his own baby shower, didn't show up for her, drama all over the blogs. And then the pregnancy announcement video dropped and settled that conversation completely. 21 Savage was there, front and center, in the video, present and accounted for. He was at that baby shower, he just wasn't in the 2 clips her dad happened to post. That's it. That's the whole story. 2 clips out of an entire event, and people built a whole narrative out of it. Which actually connects to something bigger about how Latto has always handled her relationship with 21 Savage. She has been very intentional about keeping things private. She's explained this on multiple occasions, the logic being that as soon as people know you're with someone, everyone suddenly has a story. Everyone has something to say. Everyone becomes an investigator. She said she'd rather build in private, get to know who someone really is, build that foundation, and then go public from a place of strength, rather than drama. And honestly, the internet kind of proved her point. The moment people started putting 2 and 2 together about her and 21, the criticism started flying. The loudest angle being that he was a married man. Let's address that because the facts matter here. 21 Savage and his ex-wife are divorced. His ex has moved on. She has a man and her own life. Latto didn't break up anyone's family. She came into the picture when he was single. The homewrecker narrative that ran for months had no foundation, and Latto has addressed it more than once. She didn't come into this situation disrespecting anyone. She came in when the situation was available. Full stop. Now here's the detail that a lot of people found interesting about the whole pregnancy and delivery. Latto and 21 Savage decided not to find out the gender beforehand. They were going to let it be a surprise. So there she is in that delivery room in labor, and she genuinely does not know if she's having a boy or a girl. She had been open about hoping for a girl. She made that clear. Whatever she got, the love in that room was visible. The people in that video were showing up for her, and that baby completely. Now let's get to the other announcement that nobody was expecting alongside the baby news. Latto announced that her upcoming album Big Mama, dropping May 29th, will be her last album. She is retiring from music. When that dropped, the reaction was split. Some people said it made perfect sense. Others were caught off guard because Latto technically hasn't even hit the ceiling of her career yet. She's been climbing. She's been growing. She was not at a point where most people would say, okay, she's done everything she came to do. This felt early, but here's the thing. If you've been following Latto for any length of time, this was not a surprise to everyone. She has said repeatedly, in videos, in interviews, in casual conversation on camera, that her biggest life goal was not to win a Grammy or hit 1 billion streams. It was to be a mother and a wife. That was the dream she kept coming back to. Music was the vehicle, motherhood was the destination. And when you look at the album title, Big Mama, in that context, it starts to make perfect sense. She made this entire album while pregnant, studio sessions with her baby growing inside of her. Writing songs, recording, producing her last body of work, all while building a whole human being at the same time. There's something poetic about that. Her last musical chapter and her first chapter as a mother happening at the exact same time. The retirement announcement also reframes the pregnancy video in a way that hits harder when you put it together. That documentary wasn't just a birth announcement. It was a passing of the torch, from one version of herself to the next, Latto the rapper making space for Latto the mother. She documented the transition and shared it with everyone who had been rocking with her. Now, some people are holding out hope that retirement doesn't mean forever. That's a conversation that's happened with plenty of artists. You say you're done, you take some time, and the itch comes back. It's possible. But from everything Latto has said and shown, this doesn't feel like a break. It feels like a decision she made with clarity and peace. Big Mama drops May 29th. If this is truly the last one, she made sure to go out with a full project, an album completed under the most personal circumstances of her career. And if the vlog she dropped alongside the birth announcement is any indication of how she's moving right now, she is completely locked into her new role.
Glowing. Grateful.
Already talking about not wanting to leave the house. For everyone who has been a fan of Latto's music, this is the moment to show up for the album. Stream it, buy it, support it. Because whether she comes back to music someday or not, she gave you everything she had while she was here. She made an album while bringing a life into the world. That's not a small thing. Congratulations to Big Latto on the baby. Congratulations on finishing the album. And if this truly is the last chapter of that part of her story, what a way to close it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think she had a boy or a girl? And are you going to hold her to this retirement? Or are you waiting for the comeback? Let us know.